Yo. All right, so I see a lot of people that think they know the proper way to write scripts. So in this video, I'm going to be telling y'all how to actually write your scripts and how to professionally get scripts to go viral and how to not get 0 view jail, how to not get 20 views. All right, so I'm going to show you how to write scripts for shorts. So this is going to be for shorts, and this works for any niche. And I'm going to show you how that this works because look. So I'm going to show you how to actually write scripts like this, so where your scripts could get pushed through 20K to 30K view jail, where you don't get stuck. So you're gonna have scripts after this video. You're gonna have scripts that's literally right here. You're gonna have scripts that get good grabs like this. All right. So with that being said, let's go. So the first thing I want you to do is you wanna have a script that get 85 states to watch and 14% swiped away. All right. So if I didn't tell you that, most of y'all don't understand what a hook type is, and what a hook type is this girl was supposed to graduate and her best friend passed. That hooks on the viewers. That has the viewers wonder why, what happened to her best friend? How did she pass? And it makes the viewers not want to swipe away. So, and that's what most of these coaches, so-called gurus, don't tell y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to explain to y'all, how do y'all know that a script will go viral the way it do? All right, so first thing we want to do is, we want to come to a new chat. And you can use Gemini, you can use, for me, what I'm going to use, because I think it was better, I'm going to use ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go to TayReese. No, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use Gemini. Gemini works as well because Gemini can watch the YouTube videos and Gemini knows. So, like I said, we're going to be using Gemini. And yeah. But what I want to say is most of these so-called gurus, and you know most of them are view botters, but yeah, most of them don't understand what a hook type is, and most of them so-called don't know what understanding how the video went viral. That's why I'm going to be explaining over here on this video today, and I'm going to be telling y'all how to explain how to know why a video went right away it is. So what I want you to do is make a new folder. We're going to name it TayReese. We're going to name it TayReese's we're going to name it as TayReese's script structure. Script structure 2026. All right. So what we want to do is we want to go to here. We want to just start this chat. We want to start chat. And now that we started chat, all right. Next thing we want to do is we want to come over to here. And what we want to do is we want to download this TXT. It'll be below in the description where you can check it out at. All right. So the first thing you want to do is, if you don't have a niche and you don't know your niche, it's okay. Fine. All right. So let's say if we're doing a niche like this. Let's say if we're doing a niche like this and we don't know none of our structures, what we're going to do is we're going to come over to here. We're going to paste our bio. We're going to paste our bio. And then what I want you to do too is, like I said, you can use ChatGPT or you can use Gemini. Gemini is way better though. I feel like Gemini does the work. So what you want to do, you just got to train it and give it this file that will be below in the description. What you want to do is give it this, my URL. You want to give it this URL. Next thing you want to do is, and like I said, all right, so before the video fully start, I post my growth methods over here. We could find ways to grow, and I got over closely to more than 500 videos on my main. So yeah, so where you can find ways to go over here. So yeah, but what you want to do is you want to get our old script. So what we want to do, we want to get our niche. So whatever niche we're doing, and what we want to do, so we want to get basically one of our competitor scripts. So our competitor script would be Wild Signals right here. And yeah, we're going to use Wild Cypher, meaning that names aligns with our niche. All right, so what we want to do is we want to find one of our competitors. So Wild Signals. All right, so we want to find one of our competitors that have most viral videos. So what we could do is go to the home page. All right, so what we want to do is we're going to go over to, and there's a lot of, and I want to tell you, there's a lot of these coaches that think they know why a script went viral the way it did when they don't know shit. So yeah, so what we want to do is go to his most popular. His most popular is a 1 million views, so 1.1 million views. So what we want to do is we're going to basically copy this link. We're going to YouTube transcript downloader. And what we're going to do is we're going to feed his transcript to Gemini. So y'all probably know this way before, but with this prompt that I'm giving y'all, this will save y'all as much time as more than what these so-called coaches try to show y'all that they don't know about. But yeah, so like I said, if y'all didn't know who I was, first I got over coaching to 20K posts on my Twitter, so I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I run more than multiple YouTube channels. This is all I do for a living. I build up channels from scratch. Most channels flop. Most channels fail, and that's what come with a YouTube business. And like I said, what you give a niche, 20 to 44 videos, and then after 20 to 44 videos, you go over your old scripts and you see why it felt the way it did. And you try to get a way better script structure, so it don't happen no more. And yeah, you avoid using that other script structure if you have more than multiple videos that failed, that they haven't got good views. What you're gonna do is you're gonna throw that script structure away. You're gonna get a new script structure, and you're gonna give that one 5 to 20 videos. So yeah, so alright, so what it's gonna take is gonna say processing. Yeah, hopefully this thing loads. But what I basically want to tell y'all is I run multiple YouTube channels. I run more than one YouTube channel, and and it's just about staying consistent. Sometimes I give a niche 20 to 44 videos, and then we don't no longer, after 20 to 44 videos, if we have no outliers, no performing videos. So let's say if we're doing a long form niche, if we have 20 to 44 videos, if we don't have no outliers climbing a CTR hitting 6% to 8%, we don't fucking no longer post on our channel after 44 videos. Because you wanna know why? It's either you come with a new angle or you change the thumbnail format. And I would say this, you could give it another 44, or I would say give it another 20 videos. After you post 20 to 44 videos and you give it another 20 days, if you're not getting no consistent CTRs, 6 to 8%, 6 to 12%, bro, your niche is fucked. Your niche is fucked. Your angle's dead. Your niche is oversaturated. We don't spend over 1 year over on a niche. We give a niche 20 to 44 videos. If we give it at least another stamps we could give it another 20 videos. If the niche don't have no consistent APVs, if it don't look as consistent as it should be, we say fuck that niche. We don't give a niche more than, like I said, I run over closer to more than 150 YouTube channels. I got over more than 20K posts. Go look at your favorite coach's Twitter and go look at mine and see what's different about mine. I'm more consistent on mine. I got more sauce than them, but yeah. But what I want to say is we go to here, and what we want to do is we go to Gemini chat. We're going to go to here. We're going to basically paste our competitor script. We're going to paste our competitor script, and what we're going to do is hit fast. And we're going to enter this, and this will be in the description below where you can check this out at, this document link, so where y'all can check it out at. And you're going to say analytics, so what it's going to do is say custom gem analytics. Yeah, so we're going to basically go to here, competitor script, and it's going to basically find us a script structure. So this is based on a provided script analytics. This is competitor and breakdown. So you hook style, you see right here, open loop, delay, reveal, curiosity triggers, high stakes, retention spikes. This is viral psychology, this is target viewers identity, and yeah, so, and you can see right here, so what it's going to basically do is give us a script structure that will work for ours, and a transformative title. So give me a script structure for mine to give 5 to 20 videos. And if we don't see good APVs, good AVDs, we will switch to another structure. Give that one 5 to 10 videos. And then if we don't see anything, we will give another one 5 to 5 videos. So we'll get a 5 to 5 videos, and then whichever ones wins, that's the structure we will stick to. So uses the help. Cyber right here says wildlife dominate the terrorists. So you can see right here. So phase 1 cinematic invasions, goal, high AVD throughout the tension. You see right here. So the psychologist right here. So you see the detective lens. You can see this is the visual hook, and then the open loop. So yeah, and then what you can see is survival stakes, and you can see the decode, and you can see, so if the AVD is 40% after 20 videos, we move to phase 2. So phase 2 will be this. So higher CTR and instant retention, disbelief, and psychology right here, the pattern. So we'll see hook, it will say anti-hook, compression, then we will say mine payout. Oh yeah, you can see, so if the AVD are still filing after 10 videos, we'll go to phase 3. This is phase 3. Phase 3 will be this. And yeah, so what I'm gonna have it do is line me up with the structures and videos we give it, and APV and CTR we try to aim for. and line me it up with arrows, no extra text or no extra things. All right, so what it's gonna do is line me up with the arrows, and yeah, so you can see right here. So phase 1, cinematic mystery, 1 in 20 videos, structure, visual hook, atmosphere, tensions, the cipher, decode, and then the outro. And you can see, so target, APV, 55 to 78% CTR, 8 to 12% goal establishment right here. So this is if the APV is under 40%, switch to phase 2. So phase 2 will be after 21 to 30 videos. So 21 to 30 videos, structure pattern. So you structure hook, delay, reveal, compressions, and then you can see mind blowing, and yeah, you can see targeted APV 45 to 55%, targeted CTR 12 to 18%. It gets aggressive. All right, so phase 2 would be if the growth stalls right here, which is 31 to 35 videos. So structure character. So what we'll do is switch to the structure. So we'll do character hook, we'll do high stakes, we'll do this and this. All right, so with arrows. So it says targeted APV 65% plus, targeted CTR 6% to 10%, and yeah. So goal build up right here deep. All right, so we'll give us all these. So what I might have it do is make me a summary checklist. Make me a summary checklist of how many videos we give each structures. And it's gonna go in and make me a summary checklist, but that's all I have for y'all today, bro. And y'all can see right here. So you can see phase 1, we'll give it this right here. So this will be the visual hooks, tension, decode, and you see targeted CTR 8 to 12%. You see targeted APV 55 to 78%. You can see the pattern, interrupt, delayed, reveal, horror text, and comparison. This is 12 to 18, and then 45 to 55. Now you see character, hero, hook, so 6 to 10%, and then 68 APV. So yeah, for long form. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today, bro. If y'all like this video, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and yeah. So this is all you have to do, and I can say so. We will give these videos. Line me it up on the prompts. So phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 for hook structures. So yeah, line me it up and give me green and red emojis. What to avoid. And don't make this as hard. What we're doing is we're giving these videos at least. We're gonna give these videos at least. We're gonna give it a phase 1 to 20 videos. And you see the structure visual right here. So we're gonna use the structure for 1 to 20 videos. And the hook type, we're gonna use open loops. Open loops, curiosity. It gets the viewers concerned. It gets the viewers' mind like curious why they can't click off this video to see what's gonna happen next. And then the targeted metrics we're gonna go for a 12% CTR and a 70% APV. Avoid no generic top 5 list. Fuck, don't do no top 5 videos. You wanna avoid top 10 videos. Those videos are oversaturated. We don't do videos like that. All right, so this is if the APV is 45%. If the APV is 40%, switch to this phase 2. Phase 2 is gonna be 20 to 30 videos, right? Structure, pattern, delay, reveal, horror text, comparison, mind-blowing payoff. And this says visual hook, shocking, and result. And this is targeted metrics, 18% CTR, 50% APV. And we want to avoid educational tone, long accentuations, and no predictuations ending. You see, so if the growth stall, switch to phase 3. Phase 3 will be 31 to 35 videos. Structure, character hero, high stakes, journey, biological cheat code, emotional reflection, hook type, anti-hook, tensions first. All right, so next thing, targeted metrics, 10% CTR, 65% APV, avoid no facts, avoid AI slotman, avoid this, no jumping between animals, no high stakes. You see right here, so we give it this whole chart, what we could do is go to this, and we can see it in a better view. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all, bro, and they make things a bit easier. So what I'm gonna have it do is go ahead and make me a prompt. So I'm gonna say, make me a prompt for each structure. So when I bring it my old script, it converts that script to that structure after that many videos. Make me prompts for each phase. So it makes us promise for each phase, and you come over there. So we see this right here. You see structure. You see this is a visual hook, and then the hook type, the open loop, and the hook type, and then we have if the growth stalls right here for phase 3. 31 of 35 videos. Structures, characters, heroes, high stakes journey, and then biological cheat code, and then emotional left links, and then yeah. So you can see this is gonna be the prompt. So you see this is prompt 1, and then how many we give it 1 to 20 videos, and then we got prompt 2, 21 to 30, and then we got prompt 3, 31 to 35. So, and y'all make YouTube automation so hard, and then what y'all try to do is try to overplay me to listen to these fucking coaches, and these coaches don't know nothing that they talk about. But yeah, but that's all I have for y'all today, bro. And it was a short video, bro. These are going up on both channels. It's gonna be on my main channel. It's gonna be on my backup channel. It's gonna be where y'all can check it out at, and y'all gonna have access to the sheet. So if y'all wanna look over it and wanna keep rewatching this video, like I said, rewatch it, and yeah. So you only need 3 hook structures per channel. You don't need a lot of hook structures. Whatever these coaches said, bro, fuck these coaches. Don't believe what they say. Ignore them. But yeah, but that's all I have for y'all today, bro. And this video was made for y'all to write scripts. And yeah, you can see the APVs. And yeah, so we can see. So what APVs we avoid? What APVs we avoid and AVDs for each phase on these structures. And what one do we need consistently to be a winner, to win, for us to keep using that structure. But that's all I have for y'all, bro. And yeah, so you can see analytics. So we go right here. It says to be a winner, YouTube is using this right here. So you can see required ABVs benchmark. So you can see right here. So to be a winner, we need 55, and we want to avoid this. So it gives us a whole graph. We avoid the whole numbers. And yeah, so I'm gonna say line me up APVs and AVDs, what we avoid on the red with emojis. So it lines us up everything with emojis of what we avoid, and yeah, so it's gonna go ahead and line us up. And like I said, I try to make this video as easy as I could. I know there's a lot of these coaches in this game that's making things as harder for y'all when it comes to like growing these channels. They overcomplicate the game, bro. They overcomplicate the game, bro. They tell y'all that y'all gotta do over 50 to 100 script structures on the channel, bro. They don't know nothing, bro. But yeah, so that's all I want to show y'all, bro. And you can see right here. So phase 1, phase 2, CTR, and yeah, AVD. So what I'm gonna say, targeted APV. So yeah, we want to go for APV. All right, so let me read off this graph. All right, so you can see the targeted APV, 55 to 78%, 45 to 55 is phase 2, and then 65%. So yeah, so we want to avoid. So what I'm gonna have it do is line me up a graph. I'm gonna have it line me up a graph of the ones where we avoid for phases. So line me up a graph of which ones we avoid for phases. We avoid getting APV and AVD. And I want to say, don't worry about subscriber count. Worry about this, your scripts, your hooks, and focus on this. So yeah, but yeah. So you can see wild structure right here. So we avoid this danger zone 40%, CTR 6%, and yeah. But this is all I have for y'all, bro. And like I said, I'm getting y'all right with the sauce. These many other gurus, many other coaches won't show y'all. They will charge y'all at least $3,000 to $4,000 for this, and I don't charge none of y'all. But like I said, this is as much sauce we got. We brought enough sauce to the table, and yeah. But this is my last video up on my channel, and then I'm gonna go work on my other channels because I told you I run multiple channels. I run more than one channel. Many people think I run only one channel. They're lost-minded, bro. They're lost-minded, bro. I run more than one channel, bro. More than one channel, but yeah. So we're gonna go to edit. We're gonna go to select all. And when you're running multiple channels, it means double your revenue, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. What I say, you use this phase. We test out the structures, and whatever is the winner, we stick with it. We stick with it, and that'll be our permanent structure. So yeah. So whatever one's the winner is our permanent structure. So after all these phases, we look at which one had the most wins so far, consistent patterns. All right, so yeah, so we go to this, and yeah, so we look at this, and this right here, this will be below where you guys could check it out at. It'll be below in the description where you could check it out at again. So yeah, so you can see right here. So this is the whole graph, and I went through and I coded this for y'all, so where y'all can look back at this. So what I'm gonna do is paste this here, and you can see. So it basically tells over explaining the why, the early, the ABV is 35%, the CTR 10%, the ABV is 50%, the CTRs. So we want to avoid this. We want to go for instead. We want to go for 8% CTR to 12%, 12% to 18%, 6% to 10%. That would be viral zone. So that's what many of these other coaches, gurus, don't explain to y'all, and I'm explaining to y'all so y'all can know. And y'all gonna have access to this chat too, so where y'all can look back over at it, and I'm gonna give y'all the link to this. But yeah. So I see a lot of these coaches in this game that don't know exactly what they're talking about, and they think they know, but bro, they don't know what they're talking about for real. But I run multiple channels. They run Kosi, and I'm on here every day. I'm on here every day. This is what I do for a living. And I won't let another coach come to the game to try to overstop my knowledge, because I know that I brought more shit to the table than them. And you could go look at them fuckers' videos and look at mine and see how much methods I put in mine. But yeah. So, yeah, it never been no comparison game. It never been no comparison. It never been no jealousy. It's just like, bro, if you don't know what you talking about, bro, just get the fuck off the sticks, bro. Get the fuck out the way, bro. You know? But yeah. Like, there's people that I really want to grow, that are homeless out there that need these videos. And I know it's not a good risk game, but yeah. But you can see select all. And what I'm going to do is paste this. I'm going to paste this here, and y'all can read over this. But yeah, you can see, so flat line, 30 seconds curve. We want to go for the first 30 seconds because we want to go for this. So first 30 seconds in. So first 30 seconds, what percentage do we want to go for and avoid? Give me a red and green graph. But what pissed me off is there's a lot of these coaches that's in the game that think they know shit and they don't even know. And you can see right here, we avoid 50%. So for the first 30 seconds into the video, we try to go for this. So yeah, but that's all I have for y'all, bro. And I'm gonna go to this, export this. And like I said, both of these links will be below. You could just attach it to your new, literally your new Gemini chat, and it's gonna be helpful. Give Anise 20 to 44 videos in, and yeah. But y'all can like and subscribe, and if you wanna contact me below, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Discord. My Discord server got banned because it was haters that banned it, but y'all know I don't never stop for nobody, bro. I don't even stop for no hater. I don't pay attention to it for real. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna basically rename this chat right here where y'all have access to it. So I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna rename it. I'm gonna rename it to TayReese's script structure prompts for Niece's TayReese's script structure. Yeah, so you can see green flags right here. How to stay if it's a winner. Visual pattern right here. So after 5 to 20 videos, if you're hitting this right here, if you're hitting 55 to 70% ABVs, and then you're not below 40% or 35%, 50%, you're good. So yeah, but that's all I want to have for y'all. Y'all need 3 script structures. 3 structures, and you give one structure 5 to 20 videos, then you give the next one at least. The next one is, I believe. So let's scroll up. Alright, so you get the next one at least 1 to 20 videos. You get the next one 20 to 30 videos. You get phase 3, 31 and 35. And then after all those phases, you come back to this prompt, you attach it, and you give it a screenshot of your analytics. And you will highlight it in you will highlight all your APVs, and then you'll give it this, and it will decide which one is the winner. So yeah. So, alright, that's all I have for y'all, bro. And like I said, this will be in the description where you can check it out at. And yeah, I'm out though.